Hey, do you remember that tattoo that you wanted to get when you were 16 and you were really set on it? Yeah, imagine if you actually got that. What's going on, party people? How are you all doing? The internet is full of posts from people getting terrible tattoos, whether they got them one night drunk in their friend's garage, or if they really did just get a terrible tattoo when they were young and then regretted it later on in life. And I am no stranger to this feeling. As you can tell, I have a lot of tattoos, and as an introvert, it's probably been the worst mistake of my life, only because it's just opened up a world of unwanted conversations that I simply just do not want to be a part of. Seemingly, most times when I go out somewhere at night, someone wants to talk to me about either my tattoos or their tattoos, or even better yet, the tattoo ideas that they want to get down the track. And listen, I don't really care that much. But if you do end up getting a terrible tattoo and it ends up on the internet, I want to talk about it. So I went on the subreddit Shitty Tattoos and I found a whole bunch that I want to talk about today. And the only caveat of this is that I also have to talk about a shitty tattoo that I have gotten in the past. I think that's a fair trade. And also, as an extra bonus, you'll never know when I'm going to talk about my terrible tattoo. It could be now, or it could be later. Find out if you just watch the whole video. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's talk about this first terrible tattoo, which is a smiley face on this dude's back. The entire back. You've just wasted your entire back and the back of your arms with this shitty tattoo. This is no doubt a really bad tattoo, only because it's like, what are you going to do with all this extra space? But also, you've kind of messed yourself up now for future dates. You know, you find someone when you go out at night, go to the bar, you're chatting them up, and you're like, hey, come back to mine. And you're getting all freaky, and then you get up because you got to use the bathroom afterwards. But as you get out of the bed and you head down to the bathroom, this is what that person sees. I'm sorry, but that is a walking ick. And I'm a millennial. I don't use the term ick often, but that is it. But also, isn't this just like the perfect example of like a sleep paralysis demon? Again, you go out with someone and you come home and you take psychedelics and they roll over and they see this in the middle of the night. I'm checking myself into a hospital immediately. Okay, this next one, it's a Facebook screenshot, so you know that this is from a small town somewhere, right? Because the Reddit post says local tattooer who has 25 years of experience. And that is 25 years experience? In what world? But also, I empathize with this person because I grew up in a small town and we basically only had a tattoo shop like that at the time. We have better shops now. And I remember that the guy that ran the tattoo shop apparently did his best work after he got high. So he would go on his lunch break, get high, and then come back and tattoo. Yeah, as you can tell, a lot of people I grew up with have terrible tattoos. Also insane that this took 14 hours to do, because I have tattoos that are about the same size of this that took probably half the time, if not less. Okay, now this one is our first like garage type tattoo. And this one is family friend lets her son tattoo her. What the fuck does this thing say? What is this? Oh, okay, all right, I got it. Scorpio Queen, all right. I had a stroke reading that, and I'm sure the person tattooing it probably also had a stroke while doing it. Hi, did I scare you? Awesome. Let's talk about my terrible tattoo. Since we talked about the one that was done in someone's garage, I want to talk about the tattoo that I got in a garage when I was at the ripe old age of 19 years old. I think this was the second tattoo that I ever got. It was a time in my life where I started hanging out with different types of people. And that's as far as I'm going to say on that topic. If you want to see more about that topic, come see me live at a comedy show and I'll probably talk about it. And they all had the same tattoo, which is a grenade tattoo. And I wanted it because I thought it was the coolest thing ever at the age of 19. And this is what that tattoo looked like. And, you know, I want to preface this. I didn't get this done in a garage. I got this done in the living room. But regardless, was there sanitation involved? Fuck no, there wasn't. Again, this was my second ever tattoo. And I lived with this for probably 8 years before I decided to get it covered up. Now, special shout out to my best friend, someone who's very near and dear to me, Aaron Smith at Faith Hope Charity Tattoo in Melbourne, Australia. If you're ever there and you're in town, please please go by the shop and get tattooed by them and their absolutely wonderful team. Back to the point. One day, Aaron was like, homie, what are you doing? Get this shit covered up. And I was like, you know what, Aaron? I respect you as a person. You're like a big brother to me. Put me out of my misery, please. Get it covered up. And this is what it looks like now, right? It's a cover up. This tattoo is to play homage of the one thing that I truly love in this world, besides my wife and my dog, coffee. So it's a classic death before decaf tattoo, and I really love it. I really do. Because one, it looks way better than it did before. And secondly, I just really love coffee, all right? So again, thank you, Aaron, for working so hard to get this covered up. You did your best with what you worked with, and sometimes that's all we need in life. Back to the video. Wouldn't this just be incredible if they found out that they weren't like a Scorpio? You know, like they messed up the dates and they're actually like a Leo or a Libra or something like that, and now they have to live with this for the rest of their lives. All right, we have our first lion tattoo. You know the trifecta of really basic tattoos. You got your lion, roses, and a clock, all in the same tattoo, okay? That's the quintessential shitty tattoo. I actually remember seeing this video of this guy that had this same tattoo, and he kind of like went on about this massive journey as to why he got it and why it's so important to him. Dude, you type tattoo into Google and that was the first fucking thing that came up. In saying that though, I really do want to dive more into like the video side of people talking about that shitty tattoo. So if you want to see that, comment them down below or send me some as well. So this one is, this is shitty and I'm not lying. Dude, I've been reading that caption for like 5 minutes. No idea what it meant. And now I said it out loud. I'm like, that's what it was. Okay, in fairness, this could look like a lion if it was hit by a Jeep Wrangler. I'm just saying, who are we to say this is not what the artist was trying to achieve when they were doing this terrible tattoo? They were like, hey, this one time I was in safari, Africa, whatever the fuck. We hit a lion and this is what the lion looked like. And I wanted to get a tattoo to commemorate the king of the jungle. At this point, I'm really just trying to justify my shitty tattoo that I got, okay? Get off my back. Oh, speaking of back tattoos, let's go into this one. What is this? In fairness, there is this style of tattooing called ignorant style of tattoos. I don't know like where this came from. It's definitely like a new thing. Basically, the premise is they are bad looking tattoos done right. That's not what this is. This is a bad tattoo done terribly. They walked into a tattoo shop and was like, hey, I want to get my back done. Here are my references. The artist was like, yeah, so that's going to be like $5,000. And they're like, knock off a couple of zeros and my friend can do it. Also, my brother in Christ, please shave above your belt line. What the actual fuck? I'm scared. Is this like a beard for his ass? Like, was his back really hairy and then they shaved it and they just forgot the bottom part? Or is his back just naturally this smooth and the hair is down the bottom? I know we're getting off topic here, but I'm just kind of invested at this point. Oh shit. Here we go, baby. Our first patriotic tattoo. I bleed red, white, and blue, mother. And I love how the caption is this shitty? Yeah, this is terrible. Patriotic tattoos are really bad. Except if you're from Canada, okay? Because I'm in Canada right now, and if I got a maple leaf tattoo, you're goddamn right I'm from Canada. It's kind of funny with this tattoo. I understand that they're trying to do like a wavy flag, like it's flying in the wind. This kind of looks like one of those old, mad comics where you kind of like fold the comic book together to get like a funny meme. That's what they're trying to do here. Oof, this one is rough. My shitty tattoo and it's on their hand. Yo, that is a tough one. Like, I'm pretty fortunate that my shitty tattoos are in like a coverable, if that's a word, kind of space. This is on your fucking hand. And I actually just remembered as well, my first ever music video I did 10 years ago or something like that, the singer of the band had the initials of his band tattooed on his hand. And he's like, yeah, this is where I hold the mic and this is where I sing. And he's like, this band is gonna like live on forever. I think they broke up like 3 months after I did that music video. And that dude has to have that on his hand for the rest of his life. I think that's more embarrassing than getting your partner's name tattooed on you and then having to get it covered up later on when you break up or get a divorce. Because that's pretty common, right? But imagine saying to someone, yeah, this is a band that I sang in and we played 3 gigs down at the local bar and I actually thought I was going to do something with this. It's like the old school way of influencers who get a video that gets like 1 million views and they're like, I'm quitting my job and this is what I do now. It's like a more permanent version of that. Yo, this one is insane. Caption here is 1 purple, 1 black eyelid for Mark. Of course his name is Mark. We might lower them a bit next time. My brother in Christ, lower them a bit next time. You're gonna tattoo his eyeballs. What are you talking about? Again, this is a classic small town thing where they're like, yo, I want to get like these purple and black things tattooed on my eyelids to show that I'm a scrapper. You know, I get into fights all the time and I'm really tough. But the person that found this tattoo and posted online perfectly explained what this is. It's just like an eyeshadow tattoo. Mark, this is not the flex that you think it is, okay? Next time you get into a fight and you break your probation and you go back to the local county jail, they're gonna look at you differently, okay? And not in the way that you think. We got our first Joker tattoo. I'm surprised it took this long to get our first Joker tattoo, to be honest with you. Getting a Joker tattoo, again, is maybe in the trifecta of like small town tattoos. Because if you don't know this, there are like a group of people who are obsessed with Joker and they do get a lot of terrible Joker tattoos. But the most common one that they get is they get the Joker smile on their hand. So then they cover their face like this and they're like, oh, look, I'm the Joker. And that is the more white trash version of getting the mustache tattooed on the inside of your finger. Like, whoop, look, it's like a mustache. And, you know, that's fun. This one is kind of like, yo, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm scared. Mom, come get me. Okay, moving on. We have this Napoleon tattoo. And I think I understand what this person's trying to do. It's again like in the line of patriotism and yeah, Napoleon is the best. To me, this looks like he's about to do his final exams at college and he's getting this so his friends can cheat. You know, it's like the college version of Prison Break. Just takes off his shirt and it's like, guys, remember the answer is on my back. And we have our first celebrity tattoo, okay? This is Jojo Siwa's hand tattoo, and I have seen this pop up a bunch. This is top level, really shitty tattoo. It's crazy that these people have so much money in the world, right? But they always seem to get terrible tattoos. These people have millions upon millions of dollars, and yet they somehow can't find a good tattoo artist. This is a documentary that I would watch 100%, but also I would love to make a video about all these celebrities with terrible tattoos. So if you want to see that, let me know, because I am obsessed with that kind of topic. Oh, hell yeah, we have our first comic book one. Not sure if the concept or execution is worse. You know, they're trying to go with the Infinity Stones here. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. I want to say that off the top, right? But damn, do you really fuck with Marvel that hard that you would get this on your hand? Also, he was not the good guy in the movie. I just want to preface that, right? Like, we all know that he was the bad guy, and you want to get that tattooed on you? Is this the nerd version of the Joker tattoo? Just saying. I'm just purely making an observation here, all right? Okay, I think that's enough terrible tattoos to look at for today, because I went through a journey through my own mind of tattoo concepts that I wanted to get when I was young. Because again, I'm not trying to hurt anyone here or put them on blast, because I see some of these tattoos and at some point in my life, mainly my childhood, I wanted to get shitty tattoos like this. And I am so glad I was broke as fuck that I was not allowed to do that. Otherwise, there'd be another YouTube commentator talking about my terrible tattoos on the internet. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.